Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. I'm so glad you could meet me today.
Hey, no problem.
We're going to talk about Noah today.
Okay.
I know he's in your class for half the day and with me for the other half of the day. Great student, very bright.
Yes, he is.
Very bright. Pleasure to have around. I just have a few concerns. I know he's not getting his work done as he should.
That's right. He actually, we're having certain things he'll turn in, but a lot of times he's not turning in just the written work. Anytime we do anything with, if we're doing a presentation or a PowerPoint or anything verbal, he's on top of it. But anything written, I'm having trouble getting, and I don't know right now if that is because it's not getting home and he's doing it there, or not doing it there, excuse me, or if, he's just not getting it or not. I don't know where the
Sure.
it is.
Okay. So when you're doing verbal stuff, he does great. It's when it's time to sit down and do the written work that it's not happening.
Yeah, and I tried to take your advice on the last time we talked, and I'm kind of letting him move around a little bit, and which has helped, but still, he's kind of going off, and he'll if it's time for written work, he might be sitting here, he might work for 5 minutes, and the next thing you know, he's got to get it, sharpen his pencil, he's got to grab a piece of paper, he'll do anything he can to not go back to doing the work.
Sure. Yeah, I noticed that too. When I try to get him to sit down for any amount of time, to complete his homework or anything like that, it's always something he has to do, whether it's to sharpen his pencil, whether it's to go get a clean sheet of paper, whether he needs a new eraser. He's always going to do something else. So I'm wondering if part of it could be that I know with speaking with the nurse that sometimes he's not taking his medicine for his ADD, so that could be a big part of it, because I can tell a difference when he's taking it. He seems a little bit more focused than when he's not. So maybe that's something we would have to talk to the parents about to see if there's a reason why he's inconsistent with his medication.
Is that something he takes at home before he comes to school, or is he taking it while he's at school?
I think he's taking it, from what I understand, from what the parents have told me, he's taking it after he has breakfast at school, and then he goes to the nurse and takes it there.
And he's only taking it one time a day?
Right.
See, so I have him later in the day, so that could be why he's a little bit more anxious. So.
Right, yeah. So that's one concern maybe we could talk with the parents about. But other than that, if we could try to brainstorm maybe and come up with some kind of ideas maybe to help him stay more focused, because I know it's hurting his grades and that aspect with the written work, not getting it done. And it's not that he can't do it, very smart, just getting him to be able to sit down long enough to complete that work.
And see, that's where my worry is right now, because, with the way the TCAPs are and everything, he's going to have to sit and do that portion of the work. And I can give him all the verbal stuff that I want to make sure he has the knowledge, which, like you said, he's very bright. He knows what he's doing. But when it comes down to the written work, that's the portion I'm worried about.
Right.
And so I don't know if you have a reward system in your class, or if there's certain things that he likes since he's kind of with you a little bit more, because I only see him that one time a day.
Sure.
Or if it's something that's working in other classrooms that you've heard about that can help in mine. I mean, I'm open to anything, and I'll try anything that can help. So anything you kind of...
I know in our classroom we do kind of a reward system with stickers. If he completes one assignment without getting up and actually gets it done, he does get to put a sticker on the board. And once he reaches 5 stickers, then he gets 10 minutes of free time, whether that be a computer game or anything else that he's interested in. Sometimes he does like to read, so sometimes it'll be, just having that alone time to read, or play a game. He likes to play games, or board games. He likes to do puzzles. So we have that, and that works somewhat, but it's not enough all the time to get him to actually do that work. Because he needs, I think, more something of an immediate reward instead of like having to wait, because he doesn't understand that transition of having to wait for that reward.
So I need to get something immediate.
Right, some kind of a immediate reinforcement for him.
Okay. Is there certain, you said stickers, but is there any certain I don't know.
He loves Legos.
Okay,
Legos are a big thing.
So if maybe, because I know they have those little packs of Legos every once in a while, maybe if he gets his work done, and hopefully we can get it to him where maybe he's getting done with a little bit of time left, maybe maybe if we can work on that, if he's doing so many problems at first, maybe I can, okay, if he does these 10 or whatever he needs to do, I can give him like a little pack of Legos, let him hang out and play with those for 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then, I mean, would that be something that might
No,
work?
that sounds good. That's a great idea. So we'll write this down. I think that would be something that would be beneficial for him.
Is he into, I mean, because again, this is my first time having him, is he into any sports or, anything other than just the Legos?
He does baseball as well as football. I think he plays both of those sports.
Okay.
So that would be something he'd be really interested in. But he also really, really likes to do those puzzles. I think it's challenging for him. As bright as he is, it's, doing different puzzles gives him some, helps him.
Okay.
to
What
relax.
kind of puzzles are we talking? Because, I mean, there's so many different puzzles. Are we talking like the 3D type puzzles, or are we talking just how many pieces can he usually do with?
He usually does at least 24, 36 piece, but he does it pretty quick. So I think to challenge him, maybe give him one that's got even more pieces.
So
and
50 or
yeah,
100.
and the 3D. He really does like the 3D puzzles.
Okay. Well, because I have some puzzles in my room that actually go along with some of the stuff that I'm teaching along with. So that might be something that he could do as if we're working on some other stuff to where we talk about it and maybe he does a puzzle and then he verbalizes to me what's going on and then we work on maybe writing it down and that way we can get in a written portion.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds really good. He also likes to watch videos on the two sports we mentioned with baseball and football. I don't know if maybe he could watch just like a short 5-minute clip or video as a reward when he gets his work done, or to try to get him to do it. Say, if you are able to complete this worksheet, I'll let you watch this 5-minute video, if that's accessible for him to do.
Okay. Well, do you think because we're working on a lot of writing stuff right now, do you think if he would watch a short clip or video, do you think if we write on it, he'd be able to write down the different things about it? Or
Yes.
have you worked on anything like that in class?
We have, because we'll watch, like, say we're something for science. The last one we did was on dinosaurs. He loves reading about dinosaurs. So we watched a short video, and then I had questions that he had to answer about the video. I guess that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
And had him answer the questions about the video. And he loved doing that because it was something he was interested in. And I only did like 3 questions, so it was really quick. But at least getting him to where he's sitting down writing the answers.
Okay. What could he possibly write down and paraphrase what happened in the video?
Oh, I think he definitely would be able to do that. I think he's smart enough to do that.
Because instead of maybe writing the questions that I want, maybe see what he
Just have him like do a
interpreted, I guess.
Yeah, like paraphrase.
Paraphrase the video. So you think you'd be able to do that and write it down?
Of course, I think you'd definitely be able to do that.
About how many sentences usually do you think?
We start out when we were trying to do the paragraphs. We do about 3 to 4 sentence paragraphs. So I think if you could get them to just write 3 sentences to describe this video, I think that would be a good start. And once he does that, and that seems to be easy, maybe try to make it a little longer, even if you do 2 3-sentence paragraphs. Because that would be great because you're getting him a instant reward, but you're also getting him to sit still and do his work. That would be great.
Okay. Well, I mean, we came up with a long list. So which ones do you think that I could probably implement
In your classroom, is it easy to assess the computer to do like the videos and things like that? I think that would be one of the best ones because it's twofold there, because we're giving him his instant reward, but we're also teaching him.
Okay.
You can sit down and write this out and stay focused, and he's learning at the same time because you could relate the videos to what you're learning.
And we're still getting that grading opportunity.
So I think that maybe let's try that first and see how that goes.
Yeah, that works. That's something I can implement.
Okay.
First of next week.
And we'll do it in our classroom as well, and we'll meet in a couple weeks, see how it's working. If we need to change it, do something else, or if it's working great, stick with that.
All right. And so we'll work. I'm just making this clear so I know what we're doing. We're going to work with the sports on the video, and we'll just give them the writing assignments based on that, and at the same time with trying to get the work done, we're also working on him trying to sit and work at the same time.
Exactly. I think that would be great. So, like I said, if we can touch base in about 2 weeks and see how we're doing. If you have any concerns before then, feel free to come talk to me or email me.
All right.
Whatever works best for you.
That definitely works.
All right. Kevin, I appreciate your time.
Thank you
Thanks so much.